Alright, you guys, this is definitely a video that you will probably, you could find it on my channel, but if you're watching this, we might have directed you from a stream because it is a question I get asked a lot, and it's, what is that on your head? So, unlike Pablo here, I am one of those people who never really moved on from that nasty change in 1.9 that made your attack delayed. I still like it. I like old 1.8 mechanics. I like being able to switch between my tools. I like them pulling up right away. It's just a personal preference of mine. And on Minerva, we found kind of a solution. So we've been doing this for a very long time, but I found an old command to, give you a button in your head that, gave you max attack speed, and it's just sort of countered the delay. But Jaffe on our server, full credit to him for being cute as he is. He's down there on the skulls checked. He wanted to have an end rod to be a unicorn, so now we just call it the unicorn horn, and that's just kind of the basic thing. But of course, this is just an end rod, and it can be any block in the game. We'll get to that in a second, but functionally what it does is, as you just saw, it just makes you attack faster. In PvP, this is immensely overpowered, so Minerva's not a PvP server. It's not even enabled right now. It can be enabled, but we mostly don't kill each other, so like, it's not really a problem if you have the unicorn horn. It does make it significantly easier to kill creepers and whatnot. I was, kind of expecting there would be one around here. So it is a little bit easier, and that if you want to just, spam click a creeper, they die pretty fast. It makes an axe insanely overpowered, especially if you've got strength 2 in the area. But, again, if you're just a super chill SMP like we are, then this kind of thing is really, really great to have, and it's a little balanced because it replaces your helmet. Speaking of replacing your helmet, if you want to use this command, you do /trigger dot, if I'm not mistaken, unicorn. And then that's it. It should toggle, and then it just removes the unicorn horn. And then you can right-click your shulker box if you guys have installed the Datapack, also linked below, link to that video in the description. I'll take my helmet out of my inventory, put it on my head, and now I have a helmet. I'll have my attack delay, but I'll be able to, breathe underwater for a lot longer and whatnot. And Pablo also installed a safety so that if you trigger it, it'll check to make sure that there's an item in your head, and then it won't actually trigger the command because it will otherwise replace your helmet and then you'll lose that item. So in order to have that as a safety, we can just take we just have that set. So I can take it off, and then if I trigger it once more, it'll put the unicorn horn back on my head. Now, I mentioned if you don't want to be a unicorn and you want to use a different button, Pablo has pre-programmed different options between 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you do that value, it'll switch it to the different preset options that he's shown. And in this case, I have a glass block, and then there are 4 total options. Now, if you've been watching other Datapack videos, you might recognize this, but this is the part where I get out of Minecraft and show you exactly what to do with that information. So once you've downloaded the pack, you'll see the Datapack's master. The .unicorn is under tools. So if you're downloading the unicorn pack, you'll actually be getting a nice little surprise. So you're going to have the TPS counter. So on Minerva, we have a /trigger dot debug. We're not going to make a video on this because it's kind of just a boring little data thing, but it allows for us to check our server performance and make sure everything's good. If you're running a Minecraft world, TPS should always be 20 and then no higher than 50. If our TPS is 20 like it is now, then, with 1,000 entities on, we're doing okay. The game is running at max speed, everything's responding the way it should, and the server's doing just fine. But in times of low performance, we like to use that command. So that's your little Easter egg for this pack. But we'll be talking about unicorn. So if you want to change all the different options, you're going to need to open this set.mc function in Notepad++, and then you have all of our different options here. You can see he's pre-programmed oak button, glass, and lead. So the lead is fun because it looks like a monocle on your character. If I actually do it, that's debug. I meant to do unicorn, so it takes it off. If I run the command once more with with the lead on my head, you'll see that it'll look like a monocle. That's just kind of a funny thing. It doesn't really work for me because I don't have eyes on my skin because I'm redstone, day and night, isn't it? Get it? Because day and night, because I do redstone day and night. Isn't that great, Pablo? I'm sorry. So if you want to edit this and make more options, you can use the ones that we've saved here, but you can really just change this line right here or this line right here and just make it whatever block in the game. The enchantments will remain the same. If you'd like to provide more options, if you're a server owner or somebody who has lots of people playing, then you can just copy the line, copy paste that command, and then of course you can just change lead or whatever, which one you did, to whatever you want. If you want your armor head slot to be a shovel, you can do diamond_shovel or whatever the 1.13 command is for that, and then just change the unicorn 4 to unicorn 5, and then you can have, as far as I'm aware, just pretty much infinite options, and that'll cover every single item in the game, and that's it. So pretty easy scoreboard, or pretty easy data pack once again. Unicorn horn, one of my favorites. It's kind of a staple on Minerva. I get asked this question quite a lot, and hopefully this answers the question. Thanks for watching, you guys. Also, this is the last in our series, so I wanted to roll right into an outro here, but it occurs to me that that was the last thing to show in the different data packs that we use on Minerva. So if you're hearing this and you haven't checked out all our other videos, they are linked below. I'm going to make a playlist for all the data packs we've been using on Minerva Season 3, so that you guys can use all the different things that we use to make our survival experience far more convenient. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.